So, welcome, Katie. Brilliant 3 points for Liverpool Football Club. How are you feeling after that?
Very, how do we say it? Relieved.
Relieved, yeah.
I don't want to say we're back, but we're definitely slowly getting back on the track. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I was just going to say, first and foremost, our thoughts go out to Roy Patricio. He had a very horrible concussion in the match late on in the match, and I think he collided with Connor Cody, but Nuno confirms, thankfully, that he's okay, that he's conscious, that he's speaking even. So very good news to hear that, and hopefully he gets on with a speedy recovery there.
Yeah, that was horrible. I was really scared for him at the moment because concussions are very horrible.
They are, honestly. Sorry, let me just bring it onto the match. So I was going to ask a few questions actually on how you felt about that. Hold on, sorry, 1 sec. How do I sorry, bear with me a sec.
Yeah, take your time.
Thank you. Oh, can you see all of that?
Yeah, I can see
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can share just one screen. Hold on. Do you want, oh, never mind. I got it. Pause share. Got it. Cool.
Right, apologies.
Sorry about that. So yeah, I was going to ask a couple of questions before we get into the whole player ratings and all that. In terms of that Roy Patricio thing, I just wanted to add on to something. Apparently, that collision happened because of the offside rule, because the flag didn't go up straight away. I mean, from where I saw it, I think the flag did kind of go up at the right time. But is that a warning sign for the Premier League to sort of fix up on this rule? Because it could have been easily one of those obvious offsides where the flag could have been raised higher and the play could have stopped sooner before a collision like that happens. Is this sort of offside rule getting a bit out of hand with the whole continuing to play on until play stops?
Yes, for me, definitely. I mean, like, you should really, take all the precautions you can to stop injury or even accidents from happening. And I think raising the flag up earlier and confidently when it's blatantly offside is a must. Like, for me, when I saw that Salah's offside goal just now, I thought Salah clearly offside, and I think it was, the flag was raised a little bit late, and obviously it won't guarantee the accident from not happening because Cody himself was in full speed and stuff, but obviously could have prevented a few, like the collision wouldn't be as hard.
I think on this instance, I think the collision was happening either way, regardless of the flag or not. But I think it is a sort of warning. So sorry, say that again.
They were all running in full speed. I think it would have happened anyway, but I think by raising the flag up earlier, we could prevent further future accidents from happening.
Absolutely, and that was my point. I think if you do recognize the offside sooner, I mean, it stops a hell of a lot from happening in the play. Talking about that Salah offside goal, how upset were you that Salah didn't get his goal? Is his golden boot being threatened?
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's fully threatened yet because his competitors are mainly Kane and Bruno, and United doesn't really score these days, while Spurs is in a bad form. So I don't think it's really threatened that he will lose it right away. But yeah, it was a shame. Ox should have passed it a little bit earlier, and he could have been on side.
And I am very much waiting for that Salah goal. I'm getting starved here. Talking of Ox, you mentioned Ox there. He looked promising when he came on, and I think he had the most impact as the sub coming on. Have we judged him too soon? Do you think this might be a bit of a comeback for him?
Yeah, I actually thought it was refreshing to see him because for his past few appearances as a substitute, he really didn't contribute much. But during the game just now, we could see him being more confident on the ball, driving forward, trying to make something happen. I think he was a breath of fresh air just now, and it was nice to see him trying to get back to his old form because he was a baller.
He was, yeah. He had good. Sorry, go on.
I mean, like, it would be nice to see him back. I mean, he will not return to his fully best like 17, 18, but I think if we are really parting with him this summer, I think it would be nice if he could live with good memories with us.
Absolutely. And you say he was a breath of. Sorry, are you talking right now?
No.
Okay, so weird background noise going on here. Do apologize, whatever that is. Yeah, so I was saying that you said that he was a bit of a breath of fresh air, and I think those are the exact words that Jurgen Klopp used in his post-match interview. So maybe Klopp has seen something there. Maybe it could, integrate him back into the team. I'm not sure how regularly that will be, but no, it was really good to see Ox in good form there. In terms of the start of the game, so I kind of missed it because I was trying to well, I won't say why, but should Wolves have gotten a penalty? Did we get away with one there?
I don't think it's a nailed on penalty. But if we know referees and VAR these days, I think if Wolves have persisted a little bit more, they might get one.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Allison might have gotten away with one there, in my opinion. I think that could have been easily a penalty, but then again, it is a sort of like you said, a grey area where those also cannot be given as well. They can be given, they cannot be. It's a grey area. But fair play. I mean, we're the ones that got away with that, so why do we care, right? So we move. I was going to ask about Trent. And do you know what? We'll save Trent until the player ratings because I want to really get into Trent in this game because I thought defensively, like I know I have been a heavy criticizer of his defending this season, but God, this game he really turned it around, and I want to get into him, give him a special segment when it comes to his player rating. So we'll get onto him. In terms of the performance, the overall game, how do you think it looked in terms of the performance?
It was not convincing actually, but still pretty much convincing compared to our previous like 10 games. This is so much better, obviously, but it's still not the Liverpool I used to know. Like our only shot on target for a long time was Jota's goal until like around 70th minute or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second half, I don't remember us creating a single bloody chance other than that.
Yes.
Salah offside.
Second half was, yeah, the second half was very sloppy. I thought if Wolves played better, they could have nicked something there actually.
They really could have, and I felt like the equalizer was coming.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a very ugly performance from us. And I think Klopp actually said in his post-match interview that it was dirty, it was ugly, it was not pretty football, but we got the 3 points. That's the main thing, and I agree with that. So speaking on that, could this potentially be the sort of winning ugly that we were doing in the second half of our title charge last season? Is this going back to winning ways, but in that sort of winning ugly kind of way? Do you think we're going to start getting into that now?
Yeah, I mean, our performances, I don't think we will get to the point where we will actually win games comfortably and convincingly because we lack the personals and but I would take this ugly winning anytime if it means we're taking the 3 points.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, we're taking 3 points, and we have been for the past couple of games now. We look like we're getting into a little bit of form. So do you think the international break is good for us, or do you think it's bad for us now that we're getting back into this?
It's bad for our momentum, obviously, because even before when we had international breaks, every time we return, we played like crap, even with our full strong team. But the bright side of international break is some players might get their well-deserved rest. It's very needed because they all look very fatigued, especially Robertson. Oh my god, I feel so bad for that guy.
I know, honestly, Robbo and Gini definitely need a break. I'm struggling here. I really don't know which teams are going off to international break. Are any of our players affected? I know the Brazil team was, but is that going ahead, or did Klopp say no to that?
Yeah, I think the Brazil games are cancelled, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, cool.
Africans, I think they're on.
Are they on?
Yeah, Salah, Keita, and Mane might need to go. Yeah, the rest I don't know. I don't know. Are Scotland having a game?
I have no idea. I don't even know what this is for.
Yeah, I don't really take much interest in international games, to be fair. So I don't know.
I never take international breaks seriously because they're in the middle of our season. Only if it's an isolated event like the Euros or the World Cup or something, then I take any notice of it. But yeah, whatever this is for, at least the Brazil guys are not going. And let's hope that Mane, Salah, Keita are going to be fine.
Especially Keita.
Yeah, Keita is the one I'm really worried about. Oh, that guy can't stay fit. And we will speak about him today. He did come on for a few minutes, but overall, how would you gauge that performance?
I think I agree with Klopp saying that it's an ugly win, but hey, at least we're winning.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And we had a lot of those actually in the second half of the last season where we won a title. So I'll take it. If it's the 3 points, it's the 3 points. What do you think about? Do you know what? We'll get on to Klopp as well, and his decisions. So let's just start with our player rating because I know you need to go to sleep soon. So Alison.
He was solid today. He made great saves and made important blocks and touches. And I remember that one cross he stopped it. I thought it was going in, but thank God for Alisson. I think I'll give him a solid 8.
Interesting. Okay, I know the penalty wasn't given, but there was.
If the penalty was given, might have. Do you think it's a dead nil on penalty? I didn't really catch the penalty scene much.
I just saw a hell of a miscommunication between Nat Phillips and Allison. That's all I saw from it.
He collided with
it was the follow-up. I think I can't remember which Wolves player it was, but they had already taken a shot or something. But it was a kind of a grey kind of shot. And then Allison collided into him. And Nat Phillips was heading the ball or something and he missed it. I can't remember. I actually can't remember, but I know that it was a miscommunication between.
There was a miscommunication there.
Yeah. And
but maybe
sorry,
apart from that unfortunate accident, he's been very solid throughout the game.
I agree. I think after that he was fine. There was only one moment where he sort of punched the ball where he could have caught it. I don't know if you saw that. He was a bit shaky in some moments, I think, but for the overall game, for the overall 90 minutes, he was solid for us. So personally, I want to give him a 6 just because there were times where I noticed he was a bit shaky. And obviously, I feel, in my opinion, I do feel like we got away with one with the penalty. So 6 for Allison from me.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Trent.
Oh. I feel so happy.
Yeah.
About Trent.
Say again?
I feel so happy seeing Trent.
Yes, he was amazing today. And okay, let's talk about him defensively, because I did mention it earlier in the pod where I was thinking, Trent defensively is not the best, but today he shut me up because he was up against Pedro Neto. Yeah? Had him in his pocket. Had him in his pocket all game.
Trent ate Neto alive. I was very ecstatic throughout the game whenever Trent came out on the screen. Yes. He was so good.
So good. And God, he really shut me up about his defensive criticisms that he's received from me. So I'm really happy for Trent. And going forward as well, he put a couple of good balls in. I'm going to give Trent an 8.5 just because the performance overall was not convincing from the whole team. Because I don't want to give anyone too many high scores in this, but they did get the 3 points. 8.5 probably fair. 8.5 for me.
Oh yeah, I'm actually giving him an 8.5 too.
Cool.
Really solid.
Excellent from Trent. And great for him. Oh, there was a question I was actually going to ask in terms of our next two that we're going to judge right now. Kabak and Nat. Before we get into their separate player ratings, I just wanted to ask, their partnership is looking promising. What do you think about the clean sheets that they've kept in their 3 games together?
They're still pretty shaky at times, but it's very understandable since it's just their 3rd game together. And they're not even our first and second choice. I mean, one just started barely 10 games in the Premier League, and another one came from the bottom of Bundesliga. So I didn't expect much, but I have to applaud them for working really well together. They've been stepping up massively. I think they're an excellent partnership that could go far for us.
Indeed. I mean, it is looking promising. I don't know, can you see my screen?
Yes.
So it says Nat Phillips and Ozan Kabak have played together 3 times now and have clean sheet in each match.
No, I'm seeing the stats.
Oh, okay, hold on a second. New share. Oh. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, here they've it said Nat Phillips and Ozan Kabak have played together 3 times now and have kept a clean sheet in each match. So that was against Sheffield, which, you know, we can't get too carried away because it is Sheffield United. But that 2-0 against Leipzig had us, you know, squirming at the sight of them as a centre back partnering. And now a 1-0 against Wolves. It does look like a kind of pattern going on here. And it is very exciting to watch.
Yes, very. The fact that I'm actually not expecting much from them, but they're exceeding my expectation is very nice to see.
Absolutely. Exceeding expectations, best way to put it. So let's go on to their separate player ratings now. What are you giving Nat Phillips?
Nat Phillips, I'm giving him actually his passes actually almost cost us during the game. His attempt to make diagonal passes because it's really intercepted a lot.
Yeah, we were very sloppy for passes today.
Yeah, he was a little bit sloppy today, but aerial wise, he's a beast. We all know that. So I think I'm gonna give him a 7.
That's a fair score. I'd have given him a 7 as well. Kabak. He was really good today.
Kabak is I had hard eyes whenever he appeared on my screen.
What you say, he's kind of good looking, yeah?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a shaky 5 minutes, first 5 minutes, where I thought he was too up high, and it's like he's playing as a midfielder, and I was like, why are you there? But apart from that first 5 minutes, he was absolutely solid.
He was amazing. Sorry.
There was a times where midfield lost the ball, and Wolves player get in behind our defense, or even when Nat Phillips messed up a little, he was covering everywhere, and he was so good.
He was
very good.
I was so impressed with him today, and I have to apologize because I think I tweeted out once that he gives me Lovren vibes. But oh god, I regret saying that because absolutely not right now, because he's been amazing. And this game in particular, I thought he stopped a lot of the balls. I thought he was doing a bit of a Fabinho thing, you know, intercepting, reading the game very well.
Yes. It's mad that he's just 20. I mean, like, he's already this good, and imagine how good he would be in the future.
Let's hope that he continues this, and that maybe he will sign on a permanent deal for us, because it is looking great from the back of the 2 games of late. So yeah, it looks like he's getting used to the squad a bit as well. Don't know if you saw the inside training with Jones jumping on his back there, but he looks like he's settling in well as well, which is also a good sign.
And yeah, he doesn't get caught out as much during this game, which is nice improvement.
Yes. So yeah, people were kind of judging him a bit early, in my opinion, and I think it's time that he's settling in now, and he's given that time, and he's done it surprisingly well, given the fact that he's joined a very disjointed team. So fair play to Kabak, and excellent performance from him. Did you give him a rating?
I am a very biased Kabak stan.
Yeah, no problem.
And sexy, so I'll give him a 9.
That's fair enough. You know, he had a great performance today. I'll actually give him a 9 as well. I thought he was solid defensively.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, amazing. Andy Robertson. I feel like we have to judge Robbo on the basis of his minutes, the amount of minutes he plays.
Yeah.
So we've got to be unfair to him.
Yeah, at one point, I think around the 70th minute, and the screen pointed to him, and he really looked like a zombie. I feel so bad.
He's so tired right now.
Yes. And you could see he couldn't come up with anything. He lacked the ideas. Like, he couldn't even think of doing something. Like, he was so one-dimensional.
I feel so bad for him right now because he is really tired. But I feel like in the first half he wasn't really into the game in terms of creative. I think he played a beautiful pass to Mane, but Mane had miscontrolled it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like he was the Robbo that we've been seeing, the tired Robbo, the exhausted Robbo. But I feel like Robbo really improved in the second half, like he defensively, especially against Adama Traore. He was,
Yes. I noticed that too.
yeah, he was helping out Kabak a lot there, and yeah, he really impressed me in that second half performance. So I'm gonna be maybe slightly, I don't know. I feel like that was a 7 from him. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I really appreciate that he actually tries his best
Mm,
despite being very, very tired. I could see how tired he is through my screen.
mm,
But yeah, I appreciate him for doing his best, and he did read Adama like a book, which
mm,
is very nice. Adama was totally under his control.
mm.
So yeah, I'll give him a 7 as well.
uh, fair score there. Our midfield was the same as we played against RB Leipzig. Um, Obviously, Klopp played them again for good reason. What did you think about Fabinho today?
Fabinho played his game today.
Mm,
He very decisive interceptions and hold the midfield quite well, I could say. Yes.
yeah, I feel like his performance dipped a bit compared to the RB Leipzig one, which is fine, fair enough. You know, it's going to dip. Um, yeah, yeah, I feel like he just did his job, and he can't have a man of the match performance in every game, I guess.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
Leipzig game was
yeah,
very good from him, but this one is okay, he did his job good.
yeah,
Sometimes.
exactly.
Yeah.
And he helped out the other guys in midfield as well. So fair play to him. What are you giving him for a rating?
I'm giving him a 7 as well.
Yeah, that's a fair score. I agree. Same. I would say same performance as Robbo. So
Yeah.
7 from me as well. Genie Wijnaldum.
Um, Genie actually was quite annoying for me in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I was tough of, I just want like we need to create something, and we keep on
Did
choosing
you
the
not
same.
see his beautiful pass to Mane?
Yes, I know that. I
Uh,
recognize it then. It was good that. Please, I hope he could play more like that. I mean, like I know he could do that, but given our system and his role, he's actually not supposed to do that. But please, can he just break the rules for one and play more passes like that? Because he's actually very good at it.
I thought he was fine today. I thought he did his job. He did that lovely pass to Mane, wish he'd scored that, then he would have got an assist. I thought he was a solid 7, like Fabinho, like Robbo.
Yes, I think that was just me being annoyed at the game.
Okay.
But yes, I acknowledge that he did his job today. And I didn't have anything to nitpick about his performance. So he was good.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Definitely.
agree. I feel like he was solid, just like the other two. A lot of them had similar performances actually. What about Thiago?
Thiago did from the Leipzig game, obviously.
Mm,
I thought at that one moment he gave away too many unnecessarily foul.
yeah.
And I thought he actually returned to that bad patch when he just fouled people for no reason.
I think I think the dip in Fabinho's performance is the reason why Thiago is making those reckless fouls again. Do you not think?
Yeah, I think yes.
Yeah.
You could actually say that.
Mm,
And at that one point where he lost the ball at Wolves penalty box, and thankfully Kabak was there to save him.
mm.
Yeah, he was unnecessarily sloppy today.
I agree. I agree. And he got a yellow card, and I don't know if you were playing yellow card Thiago bingo, but what minute did you get? I didn't take
I,
part.
yeah, I thought like it will be quite similar to the Leipzig game, but Fabinho dropped off, so he
Yeah.
inevitably dropped off as well.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It looked like he was about to get a red card sooner or later, so Klopp took him off. He looked quite surprised at that. Did you see his face?
Yes, he was. I thought after the yellow card he would calm down a little, but
Yeah,
he kept on jumping into challenges, and I was like, dude, you're getting sent off at this rate.
yeah. Um, Overall, his performance, other than the tackles, it's kind of it was fine, I guess. I mean, he did play some progressive passes, which I liked. Um, but overall, I think I'd probably give him a 6.5 or a 6. Actually, I won't give him more than actually a
I'm
6.
giving him a yeah 6.
Yeah. Um, but I'm sure he'll be back fine later on. I mean, I wasn't too annoyed with his performance. It was just the reckless tackling and getting the yellow card and all of that. So he does look very surprised when the ref gives him that. It's like, oh my god, I got the ball, and then they play the replay, and then it's like he did not get the ball at all. It's quite funny his face. Front three now. Let's start with Salah.
I thought Salah was actually very isolated at times during the game. Like I saw a stat where during halftime, is it Allison actually had more touches than him. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah. We were not getting any possession of the ball, and Salah was literally not touchable. I think it was the start. It was the second half, wasn't it? There was a spell where Wolves just we couldn't get the ball, and we were very sloppy with our passes, and we kept giving the ball away, and Salah just didn't get a touch.
Yeah, I think it would be nice if we could get him more involved in the game,
Yeah.
and he too should try to be more involved in the game, because we know he's very capable of creating chances and making great passes.
Mm,
And yeah, I think we should try making a plan to get him more involved in the game,
yeah,
because he mainly created that chance for Jota's goal. I remember
he was
this
the
one
one
to
for the card.
Mane.
Yeah,
Ah,
that was a very good goal. We'll talk about the goal. But talking of Salah, talking about the front three, how do you feel about this? It's still
I
very
swear,
worrying, no?
I swear, Klopp needs to double up the shooting drills.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All I'm seeing is rondos and air rondos now, apparently. I need to see some shots on goal, mate.
Yes,
See
be
some-
nice if they could upload some shooting drills from now on.
Absolutely. And I want Robbo to be the one, especially on that because he's like terrible. And Firmino, sorry, when he's back from
Yeah,
injury, he needs to get on that as well. The whole front three do, I think, even Jota, because
yes,
we'll talk about his goal, but they all need to sort out their shooting, and it needs to be on target. They need to
yes.
just gobble up their chances. I'm sick of them not gobbling up the chances that they get, and they're really easy ones. Have you noticed? A lot of them are open goals, especially in the
Yes,
Leipzig game.
I think at one point during the game just now, Mane round the keeper, right? And
Yeah.
he didn't shoot.
Oh God, that was
And then at
yeah.
another occasion, he was up against two defenders, I guess, and he decided to shoot. And I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Decision making. It's the front three's decision making, and it's terrible, and it has been terrible all season. So they need to sort that out. And like you said, Salah probably does need to get more involved in the game. What are you giving
Yes.
him for a rating for this game?
I think I gave him a 7. It was all right. Just
Yeah,
need to be off.
yeah. I think I'll give him a 7 as well, just because of the build up for the goal, which he was very much a part of. And he passed to Mane.
Actually, during this game, I actually thought Mane didn't pass to Salah.
Yes,
A lot of occasions actually.
let's talk about that actually, because I was going to get onto this. I saw Salah passing it to Mane more than I saw Mane passing it to Salah. There were so many instances where I think, Mane, you could have passed to Salah there.
Yeah, I think today Mane was just too fired up to get involved somehow.
Yes, and let's talk about Mane's performance because I thought it was great today. Let's go on to yeah.
The first half he was quite annoying as well for me. I was like, please do the right decision. Why do you keep making the wrong decision?
In front of goal, he wasn't the best, but in terms of his overall play, excellent today.
I noticed how he progressively gets better during the game. And yeah, when I look back, I realized that his off the ball movement and even I really appreciate that even if it's not working, he actually tried every way to give his best, which is yes, I think it was really nice to see compared to his previous performances.
Exactly. In comparison to his previous performances, he was really good today. I thought he was taking people on more in this game as well, I thought. And it's just his touches. His first touch really annoys me because it's just terrible. He cannot control a ball. And he can be sloppy in possession sometimes. But today I felt like he was doing extremely well in terms of his overall play. He just needs to finish those chances. He had this header, this bullet header he could have scored at one point. There was the chance that Genie gave that could have been an assist from my captain. Yeah, there were many instances there.
That header could have at least been on target.
Yeah. Oh, the header needed to be on target. It really did. I can't believe he put that wide. It was an excellent ball.
Yes.
So what are you giving Mane for a rating? I'm going to give him an 8.
I'm giving him a 7.5. Yes.
That's the first
I
one.
just hope he will make better decisions from now on because it's really nice to see him doing better in this performance.
That's why I've given him an 8. He's really improved and he's showing improvement. Of course, being in front of goal and not making the right decisions could have downgraded my rating, and it probably should be a 7.5. But I'm just going to give him an 8 just because we won the game. Try to be positive, and Mane's showing the intent of improving, which is what I like to see. Jota, man of the match for me.
Oh,
yeah.
Jota was. I can't believe we didn't have him for 3 months.
How we survived without him. This, by the way, this game is a 0-0 draw without Diogo Jota on the pitch, in my opinion.
Yes, I actually agree with that. I mean, I thought he was pretty invincible during the first 30 minutes. But his off the ball movements and his runs are very good.
I don't know. His overall performance, I thought he was getting the ball back a lot. He was doing some great pressing. Yeah, overall he didn't really impact.
Yeah, his pressing was very good. I noticed that as well. His pressing was very good.
I feel like he got the ball off the Wolves guys a lot in this game. He wasn't as explosive as we've seen him, but the main thing is he got the goal. And that's why I'm gonna rate him high and give him man of the match and all of that. I don't know if you agree or not.
My personal man of the match is Kabak, but Jota is
shout. Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, you're right. But it's the fact that he got the winner for me. I don't know. That's a very good shout. That's a very good shout.
I think we could just put it that Kabak was our best defender and Jota was our best attacker.
Yeah, there you go. Fair play there.
I give Jota a 9. Same as Kaba.
So 9-4 Jota as well. Just for getting that goal. I mean, we needed a freaking goal and he gave it to us. And obviously the Patricia could have done better there. But a goal is a goal for me. And I thought that went wide actually when I first saw it.
Yeah, I thought he hit the netting and I didn't celebrate at first because I think he delayed his celebration as well. So I thought we didn't score.
Yeah, it sort of out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to subs now. Let's start with who came on first?
Milner and Keita.
They both came on, didn't they? So yeah. Oh, talking about these subs. Actually, no, we'll get onto Klopp when we get onto Klopp. Milner, how do you think he did?
I think he's just okay. He's doing his job. I don't think he made any glaring mistakes or anything. And he actually did play that one pass to Mane, which I thought was really good. Yeah, I think it was okay. Just okay.
Yeah. Same. I thought he just did his job. I think he made a couple of good interceptions. He did make some forward passes. And yeah, he just did what Milner does. So I give him a, because he didn't make any mistakes or anything, and he did play for the solid 30 minutes. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I'm giving him a 7 as well.
And by the way, when we judge the subs, it's based on their section of performance rather than 90 minutes, because I don't think it's fair to downgrade them for not playing enough minutes, in my opinion.
That's
so
right.
Yeah, 7 for his performance alone. Yeah. Naby Keita.
Keita, he grew into the game, and I thought that was one part where he played a lovely pass for Salah, but then Salah curled his effort wide. I thought that was. I always noticed that Keita links up very well with Salah.
Yeah, they have good chemistry, them two.
Yes. So yeah, I think Klopp should really start him more.
Oh, he really should.
Yes.
Depending on the opponent. To be fair, maybe Klopp got this right because I didn't see Wolves playing a low block or anything.
Yeah.
So.
Klopp did get this right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think maybe it's just personal because I really want to see Keita play more. Very good.
Yeah. For me, I think I'm gonna give him a 6 just because he didn't really do much when he came on. But he didn't do anything wrong either. So I think 6 is fair.
Yeah, I'm giving him a
Actually
6.5.
I'll give him a 6.5.
Yeah, I'm giving him 6.5 as well.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah. And Ox.
Ooh.
How much?
He was I was saying Paris man.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I think other than Keita, I thought Ox links up really well with Salah as well.
Yeah, he does.
Offside goal. He could have gotten an assist if he really did that earlier.
Deserved one.
Yeah, but I thought he was really, his energy, most importantly, was really it was really fresh to see his energy on the pitch.
Absolutely.
Like he spread the energy towards the teammates as well. I could see players around him freshen up as well when he's on the pitch. So yeah, I think it's nice to see him slowly getting back to his form.
And we did mention that at the start of this pod. He was very energetic when he came on, and he was playing some great passes. As soon as he came on, I think he played a wonderful pass. And I thought he was excellent when he came on, and he was the one of our 3 subs that made the biggest impact, in my opinion. And yeah, and we actually started to create. Sorry.
What minute did he come on? Around 80?
I would say 80, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think despite the short time, he impressed me despite the short time he came on.
Yeah.
So that was really good.
Yeah. I didn't think we created any chances until he came on, to be fair.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yes.
So
Oh,
what are you giving him for a rating?
for his section, I
Yeah.
would give him 8.5.
Yeah, for me as well, 8.5.
It was
Sorry,
impressive.
just one sec.
Okay.
Hi, sorry, I'm back. So yeah, so we were on Ox, weren't we? And we gave him an 8.5. I think that's a fair rating. Okay, and lastly, let's get on to Klopp. What are you giving him?
Klopp made the right midfield choice, first of all.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he sustained the starting 11, except for maybe he could have rested Robo, but understandable why he started him. And yeah, I don't think yeah, I think he got even the subs, he got them right. It was very hard to sub off Thiago because he was on a yellow. And yeah, I think he set out something that the players could follow, and the players did follow his plan well. Yes.
I agree. I think he had a great performance today. One thing I did complain at the time about was how 60th minute he was bringing on Milner Keita, and I thought, well, why is he trying to protect a 1-0 win? We should be going for the win. But then he did bring on Keita, so there's that sort of balance there. So yeah, I thought he had a solid performance. I'd give him a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I actually give him a 9 as well. Yeah. Especially since we win.
Exactly. So fair play to Klopp. He did great today. Got the 3 points, so that's the main thing. Just very quickly, how did you view the whole ref's performance?
I think during the second half, I think the ref was glaringly having a stinker.
There were times where he sort of waited for a long time before he blew the whistle. I thought there was what went on. I think
that was very annoying as well.
Yeah, I think he succumbs to pressure a lot. I think he waits for players to react to make a decision.
Yeah. I think it would be nicer if he was more decisive and confident when he makes a decision, because he looks like he hesitated a lot.
He did, yeah. I'm giving him personally a 5.
Yeah, I think 5 is fair. I'm giving him 5.
I feel like they got the decision wrong. I know it's against us, but for me personally, I didn't think he got it right. So a 3. I'd actually give him a 3 for that. Cool.
3.
Cool. And again, very quickly, just Wolves' overall performance.
I think Wolves did get it right during the first 15 minutes because they were scaring the hell out of us.
Yeah, they were very
progressive. But as we grew into the game, they couldn't fight back as much.
Yeah. I feel like the long stoppage actually helped us out because it took out a bit of sting out of Wolves in the end.
Yes.
Cool.
I agree with that.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining me, and this was a great 3 points for us, and let's go into the international break on a high note. As you can see, we are now 6th in position.
Oh my God, I haven't looked at the table since
I
a
did,
long time.
yeah. I thought because it's a little bit more closer to 4th, we could actually kind of look at it now. Yeah, so we're only a good 5 points away from 4th, I think.
But we're on the same point as Everton.
Yeah, that's not very pretty. They've got a bunch of games in hand as well, Tottenham and Everton and West Ham. And Aston Villa, to be fair.
Oh,
It's not looking pretty, but we're getting there. If we can just continue now.
yeah.
And what I do like about this as well is that we took advantage finally of the dropped points.
Yeah, finally. Thankfully.
Well, anyway, let's wrap up here. I'm sure you want to go to bed now. Thank you for joining the podcast.
My class is in 30 minutes.
Oh my God, let me let you go then. Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.